Hi, this is Tim Miller, and this is StageHypnosisLive.com. I'm so excited that you have a desire to learn more about this hilarious and extremely funny comedy stage hypnosis show, where no two shows are ever the same. Whether we have a man doing this, or a woman doing this. Each and every show, we never know what to expect. Since our show is so unique, we wanted to give you a glimpse of what to expect. Is it real? Is it not real? After watching this, you'll know the answer. There are many myths about hypnosis, and these myths, to be honest with you, many years ago, I believed that these myths were true. Often I find that people believe it's some type of magic, possibly some type of sorcery. They're not quite sure what to think about it. Hypnosis is no magic. There's nothing, no tricks involved really in it. And matter of fact, if a person does not want to be hypnotized, it's impossible. It's impossible to hypnotize them. There has to be a motivation, okay? A person has to have a motivation to be hypnotized. And if they do so, the great thing about it is there's nothing in the world that can prevent them from being hypnotized. Matter of fact, each and every one of us slip in and out of hypnosis throughout our daily routine. If you think about a time maybe where you were driving a car and you drive and you get to your destination and you don't really remember anything about the car ride. You had just slipped into a very low level of hypnosis. The great thing about hypnosis is when we're in a stage of hypnosis, we become much more suggestible. So all our show is about someone having the motivation to be hypnotized, allowing themselves to be hypnotized, and then take the suggestions that we provide to put on an incredibly funny show. Another myth is that only unintelligent people, or maybe people that aren't as bright, can become hypnotized, and all the studies show different. In order to be hypnotized, you have to have a level of intelligence. Matter of fact, the more intelligent an individual is, the faster and easier they go into hypnosis. I tell people all the time, I've tried to hypnotize my wife's family. It doesn't work. Okay, that was a bad joke. All right, that was a bad joke. And the final myth that I'd like to talk about is often we find that people are afraid to volunteer because they're afraid they might get stuck in the hypnosis. Impossible. Matter of fact, when you're under hypnosis, you're still in complete control. You're in complete control of your actions. If I were to suggest to you something that is way outside your morals, you will not do it. You are in complete control. So in order to get stuck in hypnosis, that's impossible. If we were to just leave you in hypnosis and not take you through a trance termination, you would simply stay asleep and you would wake up no different than any other time, but you would definitely feel much more relaxed. So what makes our show so unique? Why is our show different than other forms of entertainment? Well, if you think about it, if you go to another form of entertainment, whether it's a comedy show, theater, orchestra, a movie, all these forms of entertainment, you know that you're going to go to the show, you're going to sit back, you're going to relax, and you're going to enjoy the entertainment. Our show is different. Our show is based on the audience members volunteering, either yourself, a member of your group, or definitely members of the audience are going to be the stars of the show. Now, I'm not talking about just one person. I'm talking about often 10 people, maybe 20 people. Depending on the show, we'll usually allow whoever wants to volunteer to come up to be hypnotized. So now you're at a show, and you're not just sitting watching someone that maybe you don't know. You now are watching someone that you love, you care about, perform and do things that you never thought they would do. I love after shows when I have significant others come up and say, I've been with my husband for over 30 years. I've never seen him dance, and here he is in front of a whole audience of people just dancing, having a great time. The stories go on and on and on. And that's what makes our show unique. That's what makes our show have people leave and remember it for a lifetime. And that's what makes your party or your next event be such a unique event. Although our show is unique and no two shows are ever the same, We do follow a format. The show starts with a pre-talk where we educate the audience on what to expect. We educate them on what exactly hypnosis is. From that point, we open up the stage. We open up the floor for volunteers. And you'd be surprised. You might think that maybe you're hosting a party and the people won't volunteer. We've never had a situation where we haven't been able to run our show, because obviously if we don't have volunteers, we don't have a show. Once we have the volunteers on stage, we go through the induction. And this is the time period where they slip into hypnosis. The induction generally takes 7 to 8 minutes. And this is the only time during the entire show where it's quiet, it's more slow. It's not at a fast pace, I guess I should say. But after that 7 to 8 minutes, the party begins. And the louder the crowd cheers, the louder that the audience laughs, the better the performance is. And the volunteers just take each and every suggestion, and they put on such an incredible show. A show that people will leave your event and they will talk about for years and years. And at the end, the thing that is most rewarding, once the show is over and people return back to their seats, we often find that people hang out for an hour to 2 hours just sharing stories. You know, people that often volunteer don't really remember much about what happened. So that's a time period for people to kind of share stories on that. And the greatest thing about it is the people that volunteer feel great. They're fully relaxed. They feel extremely comfortable and have a great level of energy. 1 hour hypnosis equals 8 to 10 hours of sleep, so you can understand why they feel so great. So I really encourage you, if you have any questions at all, please give us a call or visit our website at stagehypnosislive.com. Thank you.